Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Battle Report. I'm Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Savannah Line Games in Pooler, Georgia, where I'll be fighting a 2,000-point battle between my Genestealer Cult and Brandon's Red Scorpions. So the story that we've got going on here is that the Red Scorpions were sent in to go try to pry out in a very aggressive Genestealer Cult insurrection that was occurring on this planet. So they sent in the heavy guns to go take them out and try to take out their leaders and gather whatever bits of intelligence they could about them. We are going to be playing Cut Off the Head, which is one of the new missions from Chapter Approved 2018. Essentially what happens is there's one objective here in the middle, and we've assigned intel points to three of our characters. So for me, I have my my Icon Ward, my Patriarch, and my Magos each count as having an intel point. For my opponent, you will see his Apothecary, his Captain, and his Lieutenant each have an intel point. Essentially what that means is that we score points basically starting with the second turn. At the beginning of your turn, if you control that objective with a character who has that, the character who has an intel point, you score a point. Starting at the end of the third battle round, and every round after that, you score as many points as you have characters with the intel points still on the table or in transports on the table. So it's kind of an interesting play. We'll see how it goes. It seems really cool. A lot of the new missions that they've got have little changes there. For instance, all of them have first strike instead of first blood, so we can both basically score first blood, kill an enemy unit in the first turn. So that is the story. That is the mission that we've got going on. Before we go any further, though, let's show you the two armies that are going to be fighting it out.
So for the Genestealer Cult, I'll be running a Battalion Detachment and a Vanguard Detachment. Leading off the Battalion Detachment, we have an Icon Ward, Patriarch, and a Magos. We have two squads of Acolyte Hybrids, one 10-man squad with 4 heavy rock saws, and one 9-man squad with 2 heavy rock cutters. We have a 10-man Neophyte squad with 2 flamers. We have 2 armored sentinels with multi-lasers. We have 2 Goliath trucks. We have a Chimera with multi-laser heavy stubber. We have a Colt Lehman Russ with a battle cannon, las cannon, and 2 heavy bolter sponsons. Leading off the Vanguard Detachment, we have an Abominate. We have a 15-man Pure Strain squad. And last but not least, we have 2 8-man Aberrant squads. One squad has all power hammers and one squad has all power picks. So for the Red Scorpions, he'll be running a Battalion Detachment and a Vanguard Detachment. Leading off the Vanguard Detachment, we have Severin Loth and a Chaplain with a jump pack and combi bolter. We have a 2-man Honor Guard with power axe, bolt pistol, and bolter. We have a Primaris Ancient and a Primaris Apothecary. We have a 5-man Vanguard Vet Squad, 4 Thunderhammer Storm Shields, and 1 Power Fist Storm Shield. Then for the Battalion Detachment, leading off here, we have a Primaris Lieutenant with a Mastercrafted Stalker Bolter, and a Primaris Captain with a Mastercrafted Stalker Bolter and Power Sword. He has been upgraded to Chapter Master. We have 2 5-man Intercessor squads with Stalker Bolters and a 5-man Tactical squad with Bolters. We have a Rhino. We have a 3-man Centurion Devastator squad. All have Centurion rocket launchers. 2 of them have grav cannons and grav amps, and 1 has las cannons. And last but not least, we have Carib Cullen, the Risen.
All right, so those are the armies that are going to be fighting. Going over deployment here, we've got my Chimera with my 10-man Neophyte squad inside. We've got my Lehman Russ over here. We've got the 2 Goliath trucks. Inside of the Goliath trucks, we have, on the right there is the 10-man squad with the rock saws, and here is the 9-man squad with the rock cutters and the Icon Ward. We have the Armored Sentinel here, and everything else is in Cult Ambush. Going over deployment for him, everything's there. So we've got Cullen the Fallen, no, the Risen. I was close, the opposite of what I said. The Risen here. We've got the 5-man Intercessor squad here. We've got the Centurion Devastators there. We've got the other 5-man Intercessors are on the second floor there. We've got the, they're on the bottom floor there. Inside of the Rhino here is the 5-man Tactical squad, as well as Severin Loth and his Honor Guard. And we have the captain, the lieutenant, and the apothecary up there on the second floor. So, and the ancient is down there on the bottom floor. So, and the vanguard and the chaplain are in Deep Strike Reserve. Cool. Got it. Easy enough. Sort of. Sort of. So, lots of different things. So, actually, of interest here today, my 2 detachments that I have are actually going to be 2 of the special detachments outlined in Vigilus Defiant. So the Battalion Detachment is actually going to be a Deliverance Brood Surge. So I spent a CP for that, and it does some fancy, interesting things. For instance, my Warlord is going to be my Icon Ward. He will have the Warlord trait Augur of the Insurgent, so he can re-roll advanced rolls and charge rolls for friendly Deliverance Brood Surge units if they are within 6 inches of your Warlord when the roll is made, which is pretty good. And then I'm going to have, he's also going to hold the Sacred Relic of the Cult, the Vial of Grandsire's Blood, which gives +1 leadership to all units within 6 inches. And at the beginning of the fight phase, once per battle, I can give a Genestealer Cult infantry model in my army that's within 3 inches of him 2 extra attacks and 2 to his strength characteristic until the end of the phase. So it could be pretty brutal depending upon what happens. So we'll see how that all plays out. And then my other squad, the one with the aberrants and the abominant, are actually going to be my anointed throng, which is going to have some fancy cool things that they can do as well. So as of right now, the Genestealer Cult are actually going to be going first. Unless he can seize the initiative, looking for a 6. No, does not get a 6, so we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here, turn 1. My Leman Russ stood still. My Chimera moved up over here. These 2 Goliath trucks moved up over this way. Both of my Armored Sentinels stood still. So, now comes something fun and or interesting. What happens is, because they're part of the Deliverance Brood Surge, I'm going to spend 1 CP for Reckless Maneuver. What it allows me to do is choose a Goliath truck that's a Brood Surge, a Deliverance Brood Surge Goliath truck, which I'm going to choose this one. And the unit, any Brood Surge, Deliverance Brood Surge units inside can disembark even though it moved here. They just have to end up more than 9 inches away from enemy models, and I have to roll a die for every model that disembarks, and for every one guy dies. So model slaying is my choice. So I will be doing that now, and I'll come back to you with that. And they disembarked over here 9 inches away from Cullen the Risen. And I rolled the dice and nobody died, which is pretty sweet. All right, so starting off the shooting phase now, because all my psykers are in Cult Ambush. So they're somewhere here. But right now they're hidden, so you don't know. They might be right in there, but you don't know. So my Leman Russ here is going to start by shooting into Cullen the Risen over there. So I have to make an apology here. I forgot my fill face dice at home. I know. I'm crying about it on the inside. I actually was my opponent actually drove 4 hours to be here, which I think is, I mean, it's mind-blowing to me that anyone cares enough about me that they'd want to play me. So I appreciate that. But he drove 4 hours, and I was about to go run off and go get my dice, and I actually got in the car, drove off, and I got like 2 seconds away, and I was like, no, I'm not. He just drove 4 hours. I'm not gonna make him wait again like 40 minutes for me to go there and get back at the dice. So we're just going to have to deal with these. And the irony, of course, is that I'm going to be using the Dark Angels dice when I'm playing with my Genestealer Cult. So you're just going to have to deal with it. So as opposed to like looking for those fill faces, I'm going to be looking for those Dark Angels symbols. So I'm probably going to still say, show me those fill faces, and you'll just have to imagine that it's fill face instead of Dark Angel symbols. So that's just where we're going to have to do it. So we're going to start off with my Leman Rush shooting into Cullen the Risen. Like I said, we are going to be doing the battle cannon first. So it's going to be 2d6 since he stood still and has grinding advance. So 2d6 shots here. Getting 10 shots. Pretty good. All right, so 10 shots, looking for 4s to hit. All right, we'll come back to you with that. All right, so I got 5 hits. Strength 8, toughness 8, looking for 4s to wound. Getting 2 wounds there. AP -2. So 2 4-up invul saves. Or saves. 2 4-ups. Failing both of them. So those are going to be D3 wounds apiece. 1, 2, 3 wounds. And he has a 6-up ignoring wounds. Nope, he doesn't ignore any of them. All right, so now we have the last cannon shot hitting on a 4. That is a hit. So then it's going to be wounding on a 3. No wound. I'm going to spend a command point to reroll that. Oh, yeah, with a 6. Imagine it's a fill face. I'll put, yeah, that's a fill face. All right, 4 up, invul save. No, goes through. Oh, he's going to spend a command point to reroll that one. Oh, and he makes it. And then we have 6 heavy bolter shots coming in here, hitting on 4s. Alrighty, getting 3 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 2 wounds, AP -1, so 2 3-ups. Making them both. All right, so now my 2 Goliath trucks here are going to fire into his intercessors up there. So we're just going to fire them both at the same time because I'm not going to be able to kill them all with all this. So we're going to go with the twin autocannons, each of them. So it's heavy 4 for each. So it's going to be 8 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 5s because they both moved. All righty. Getting 3 hits. Not bad. And then we're looking for strength 7, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, AP minus, 1 second, AP -1, so +1 because they're in cover there, so 3-ups. Failed one of them, so that's 1 dead guy, 2 damage. And then we have 2 heavy stubbers between them. These are going to be hitting on 5s again because they moved. Oh, that's real good. I'll take that. Looking for 4s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. These are AP nothing, so 2-up saves. Cock there. That's good. All right, so now my 2 armored sentinels are going to fire their multi-lasers into his intercessors over there. So we're going to have 6 shots between them because I'm firing them again because they're not going to kill him in one go. So 4 is to hit. Pretty good. I'll take that. So that's going to be 4 hits. Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 3 wounds. AP is -0, so 2-up saves. Failing 1, so that's 1 damage. All right, so now my Chimera is going to shoot into that squad again. We're going to have the multi-laser, 3 shots from the multi-laser, hitting on 5s because he moved. Getting 1 hit. That is not a wound. Heavy stubber. Getting no hits. And heavy stubber. Getting 1 hit because it's moved. That is a wound. AP -1, so 3-up. No, takes a wound. And the las gunner ray is going to fire into the intercessors. 3 shots, hitting on 4s, so that's 2 hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting no wounds. We forgot he's got the banner that's in range there, so we're actually going to do the rolls now because, because it didn't make sense. They were going to shoot at them anyway, so here we go. So this is going to be 2 guys on 4-ups. They get to shoot at me. They both get to shoot at me. All right, so the Stalker Bolters are going to fire, so 2 shots hitting on 3s. Not getting to... Oh, no, Chapter Master. Reroll that. Yeah. That would have been a hit. So that's 2 hits. Strength 4, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting 2 wounds. AP -2. Do not get cover. Oh, -2 might be... Hold on. Yeah, -2 ignoring cover because he's using the Imperial Fists chapter tactic since Red Scorpions don't have their own. So that's just 2 guys dead. All right, so now my squad here is going to fire. One guy's not in range of the intercessors, so he's going to fire into Cullen the Fallen. Everyone else is going to fire into the intercessors. So we're going to go with the one into Cullen the Fallen just because I think it's funny. That is not a hit. And then 7 guys are in range of the intercessor squad there. Hitting on 4s, getting 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound, 2-up save. He good. All right, so that's it for the shooting phase. Into the assault phase, this squad here is going to charge into Cullen the Fallen. So he's going to fire Risen. Oh, why do I keep saying Fallen? It's the Risen. It's like it's because I've got the Dark Angels dice in my hand that they're calling for me to find the Fallen. Is what it is. So here we go. He's going to be firing with his twin assault cannon. So these are going to be 12 shots here, right? Yeah, 12 shots because twin assault cannon. Yeah, twin assault cannon is going to be 12 shots, hitting on 6s. All right, getting 2 hits. Strength 6 is 1 second. Rerolling all the fails because of the Chapter Master there. Getting 1 more, so it's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Getting 2 wounds. Oh, rerolling because of the lieutenant back there. Oh, back into a 1. Fair enough. Your dice were like, did we stutter? So that's 2 wounds there. AP -1. Yep, -1 on the assault cannon, so these are going to be 2 6-up saves. Because he ignores cover. Nope, 2 more dead guys. And his heavy bolter. No hits, re-rolling. Getting 1 hit. 3 to wound. That's a wound. 6-up save. No, failed, another dead guy. Alright, so half the squad is dead so far, but that doesn't mean that we're not going to charge, because we are. So here we go. 5 guys left, they're all going to charge in there. Looking for a 9-inch charge. Oh, get in it. I'm going to have to spend a command point because I need to try to make this charge. Otherwise, that was not worth it. Here we go. Looking for a 5+. So I've got a 1 in 3 chance of this working here. Come on. 1 in 3 chance. Show me that 5 or 6. By 1. So close. Oh, boy. So close. All right, so that wasn't great, but so I've got a leadership test to take over here. So I've lost 5 guys from the squad, so 5 plus 5, there goes the 5, so that's 10. Their leadership is 8 with the leader there, so I lose 2 guys. All right, so that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn here. He lost 2 guys from that squad, but they cannot fail their leadership, losing 2 guys. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Red Scorpions here on turn 1. All right, movement phase for the Red Scorpions. His Devastators up here stood still. So did all of his characters back here, and as did all the characters, all 4 of them here. He tried to bring back 1 at the end of the movement phase with the Apothecary, but failed. The Intercessor squad here moved out. The Tactical squad and Severin Loth and his bodyguard disembarked and moved over here, and then the Rhino inched up around here, and Cullen the Risen, got it right that time, moved up this way, looking onto my dude bros who affronted him so much that tried to charge him. So that is it for the movement phase. So we'll come back to you at the psychic phase. All right, so Severin Loth is now going to cast Might of Heroes onto Cullen the Risen over here. So here he goes, looking for 9, and we'll do it. And now he is going to cast Smite. Goes off on an 8, D3 damage, D3 mortal wounds, 3 mortal wounds. That is the squad dead. Boom. And that is first strike. So now his Centurion Devastators are going to fire. They're going to fire the las cannons and the missile launchers into my Lehman Russ over here, and then he's going to fire the grav cannons into my Goliath truck up front here. So we're going to go with the missile launchers first. So it's D3 each. So that's going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shots here. These are going to be hitting on 3s.
Re-rolling failed.
Re-rolling because of the Chapter Master there. All right, pretty good. These are now strength 8, so looking for 4s to wound. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. Real good there, so that's going to be 4 wounds. -4 and -2, so we're looking at, ignores cover because they are doing the Imperial Fist there. So it's going to be looking for -2, 5-up saves. Making 3 of them, I'll take that. So what is it, D6, D3 damage. 3 damage. Another last cannon is coming into my Lehman Russ over here. Hitting on 3s. Those 2 hits, looking for 3s to wound. Getting 1 wound. 8. Once again. It's going to spend a command point to reroll the failed there. Makes that one, so that's going to be 2 at -3. These are going to be looking for 6-up saves. Making 1, failing 1, D6 damage. 3 damage. And now the grav cannon is going to fire. He's got a 4-up armor save, so it's not going to be as great against it, but they're going to be still going to be strength 5. So hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling because of the Chapter Master. All right, these are now going to be strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant. That one's cocked. That one was cocked, yeah. Re-roll that 1. Alrighty, back into 1s.
2.
Where it meant to be. So we've got 2 wounds there. AP -3, right? Yes. So those are going to go straight through because he's got an armor of 4+, so -3 gives me no save. But I have 6-up rugged construction. Nope, failed both of those, so 2 damage. All right, the Intercessors up there are going to fire into these guys here. So that's 3 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Chapter Master. So that's going to be 3 hits. Strength 4, looking for 5s to wound. Getting, wow, 3 wounds.
-2 each.
-2 each, so that's going to be 3 6-up saves. Failing all of those, so it's going to be 6-up rugged construction. Making 2 of those, so taking 1 wound. And now the lower squad's going to fire into here. These are going to be hitting on 4s because they moved. Re-rolling 1s and 2s, but not that 3 back there. Alrighty, so that's going to be 2 hits, looking for 5s to wound. Getting 2 wounds, 6 up saves, making neither, 6 up rugged construction. Whoa, flying everywhere. No, nothing there. So the lieutenant and the captain are going to fire into my, I was about to say Lehman Russ, it's not, it's a Chimera. So we're going to do the captain first, so hitting on a 2. That's a hit. And this is going to be the lieutenant. He is missing, but re-rolling because of the lieutenant, the captain. It's easy for me to say. Holy cow. Anyway, here we go. This is going to be wounding on a 5. No wound. All right, so now Cullen the Risen is going to fire into my truck over here. So we're going to do his twin assault cannon first. Hitting on 3s, is it?
Yeah, 2s.
Oh, hitting on 2s. Does he ignore the penalty for moving? 1 second. All right, so yeah, he was hitting on 3s because of the movement penalty with a heavy weapon. So these are now going to be strength 6, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3. Wow, really good. So that's 7 wounds right there.
I'm also going to put its 300 killers.
Cool. All right. So we got the 7 wounds. These are going to be looking for 5 up saves because AP -1. Oh man, making 1 of them, and then we've got 6 up rugged construction, making 1 more of those. So he takes a total of 5 wounds, and that's enough to kill him. So let's see if he explodes. He does not. And now his 300 killers are going into the Chimera over here. That is going to be 2 hits. Strength 8, right? So looking for 3s to wound. Oh, no wounds. All right, so now the honor guard and the tactical squad are all going to fire their bolters into him. They're all going to roll at the same time because they all get the same thing. 3 ups. All right.
I'm out of range.
Out of range there, so that's going to be looking for 4 hits. So that's going to be 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. 4 up save. He's good. Woo! And then Severin lost bolt pistol into him here, hitting on 2. That's a hit. Wounded on 5. That is a wound.
Trusty bolt pistol.
But that is a save. All right, so now Cullen the Risen is going to charge into my truck here in the assault phase. So I'm going to Overwatch. I've got the twin autocannon first, hitting on 6s. Getting 1 hit, strength 7, so 5 to wound. That is a wound. AP -1. He makes it. And the heavy stubber. Getting no hits there. So his charge distance is way in.
Not going to death.
All right, so here comes Severin Loth. He's going to attack. No, it's not Severin Loth. That's Severin Loth. I keep getting it wrong. So that is Cullen the Risen. He is going to attack now in the fight phase. So he's got how many attacks again?
4 plus 1.
4 plus 1 from Might of Heroes. So he's got 5 attacks here. Hitting on 2s. Oof.
Wow.
Okay, 2 hits. That's pretty brutal.
I'll do it.
All right, spend a command point to reroll. All right, so 3 hits. These are now going to be strength a gajillion because of strength times 2, and he gets +1 because of Might of Heroes. So it's like strength 18, which is like 3 times my toughness. So looking for 2s. Getting 2 wounds. AP a billion, right?
3.
AP -3, which is still enough to go through. 4 damage apiece, correct?
Yes.
So it's was there how many was there? There was 3 or 4 or 2 of them, right? So 8 wounds, 8 6-up rugged construction saves. Let's see if it hit him on the bumper. 1 of them did. So that is going to be taking 7 wounds, which is real brutal.
I went into charge.
All right, so now my Goliath truck is going to attack back. He's got D3 wounds at D3 attacks at that level. So that's going to be 1 attack, hitting on a 6. Hey, that is a hit. Strength 6, so 5s to wound. That is a wound. AP nothing, I don't think.
2 up.
Oh, he's good. All right, so that is it for the Red Scorpion's turn here on turn 1. So we'll come back to you after a movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. All right, movement phase for the Dark Angels here. Dark Angels. I knew that was going to happen. I knew that was going to happen the second I got those dice. I knew that was going to happen. Movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 2. My Cult Lehman Russ stood still. So did my Chimera. The squad inside the Chimera disembarked. The squads, the guy, Icon Ward, and the squad disembarked from the truck, and then the truck backed out of combat over here. In from Cult Ambush came my Abominant and the Aberrants over here, rolling a 4. I spent a command point to get to roll 2 dice. Rolled 2 4s, spent a command point to re-roll one of them, rolled it into a 3, so took the 4, being 9 inches away from him over here. My Pure Strains and the Patriarch rolled a 3, so they came back here. So they are 9 inches away because you can't see them back here through this wall. So they are 9 inches away back over here. These guys both stood still. Those guys rolled a 5 for the Cult Ambush, dropped in over there, and then rolled a 1 for their D6 move. So they are 8 inches away from his Ancient over there. And that is... and my Magos came in over here. He rolled a 6. Didn't want a 6. Not for him. I don't care as long as it's not like a 1 or a 2. I prefer just whatever. So, whatever. He got a 6, so he's up there hiding in his nest. So that is it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, starting off psychic phase, my Magos is going to cast, he's going to Mass Hypnosis Sword. I just said it to him and I can't remember it. Man, my brain is oatmeal. Rolling into him. So it's going to be looking for a 7. Getting it with an 11, which is pretty cool. So he's going to try to deny it with Severin Loth over there.
I need to roll an 11.
Needs to roll an 11 because he gets +1 to denies. No, he does not deny it.
Punch me.
And then I'm going to cast Might from Beyond from him onto the Aberrants over here. That goes off with an 8. Again, trying to deny it. No, rolls a 7, doesn't get it. All right, starting off the shooting phase, my Leman Russ is going to fire into Cullen. So we're going to fire the battle cannon first, 2d6 shots, so we get 10 shots again. All right, these are going to be hitting on 5s because of he's just into the second bracket there. Oh, I wish I could have kept that 5. But that's not how it works unless you cheat. Just 2 hits. Wounding on 4s. Oh, toughness 9, wounding on 5, so nothing. Las Cannon. That is a hit. That is a wound. That is a save. And now the heavy bolters. There we go. That's getting a couple hits. Wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound. AP -1. Oh, takes a wound. 6 up, feel no pain? No, he felt it. All right, multi-lasers from both of those are going to go into the 3-man intercessor squad over there, hitting on 4s because they didn't move. Ooh, that's pretty good. I'll take that. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 3 wounds, 3 2-ups. Making them all.
All right. Character doesn't block character.
Yeah, these guys here are going to fire into his honor guard there. So we've got 9 shots hitting on 4s. Okay, not bad. Getting 4 hits. Wounding on 5s. Nope. All right, the neophytes here are going to fire all the las guns into his honor guard. Then the flamers and the pistol are going to go into his into the risen bro here. So here we go with the las guns. Okay, getting 3 hits, wounding on 5s. Getting 1 wound, 2-up armor save, artificer, good. And now the flamers into him, getting 9 hits. Looking for 6s to wound because of being badass, really. Getting oh boy. And the pistol. Not even hitting. And my truck's gonna fire into the honor guard. We're gonna go with the autocannons first. These are going to be hitting on 6s because he's down 1 on the he's down 1 wounded, and he's also going to be moved. That's the word I was looking for. Getting 2 hits. I'll take it. Wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. 2 3-up saves. Failed both of them. That is the squad wiped. All right, spend a command point to re-roll one of those.
They are left-handed.
That's a save, so 1 guy's dead. And then, why not, he's going to shoot his into the honor guard. That is not a hit. And now my Chimera is going to fire everything into his command squad guy over there, so we're going to do the multi-laser first. He stood still, so that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Getting 2 wounds. AP -1, maybe? Let me see, 1 second. AP 0, so 2-ups. Fails 1. Now the heavy bolter is going to fire into him. Getting 1 hit. That is a wound. AP -1, 3-up. He's good. Now the heavy stubber. Getting 3 hits. Getting 1 wound. Oh, that's good. And last but not least, the last gun array. Not within 12, so it's just going to be the 3 shots. Getting 1 hit. Can he do it? Looking for a 5. Oh, it's a wound. Hold on. If he rolls a 1 on this, he's dead. No, he's good. All right, so now into the assault phase. My aberrants here are going to charge into Cullen the Risen. So looking for a 9-inch charge to get in. Oh, not getting it. I've got to do it again. A 1 in 3 chance again to possibly get it here. Come on. 1 in 3 chance. Oh, come on. And now my Abominant is going to charge in here. 9-inch charge. Does not make it. Genestealers are going to charge in. Needing a 9-inch charge. Not making it. My Aberrants there are going to charge into his Ancient over there. So, Overwatch from the Ancient.
Oh yeah, he's got a normal auto bolt or whatever.
Yep, auto bolt rifle. Not getting any hits. Rerolling because of the Chapter Master. Nope, nothing there. So they need an 8-inch charge because of their result. Nope, 7 inches.
Shoot his bolter.
All right, so my guys here are going to charge into both of these guys here. So we got bolter and bolt pistol. Rerolling because of, are they within? No, they're not within range there, so nothing there. So their charge distance is, that's the 9 inches I needed for everybody else. My Chimera is going to charge into him over here. Okay, he makes it. And the Neophytes are going to charge in. Self-sacrificing little suckers. 5 inches they are in. All right, so my squad here is going to start off. I'm going to spend 1 command point on the first to draw blood, which is a CP from the Deliverance Brood Surge, which allows them to add 1 to wound rolls made. You do it at the beginning of the fight phase. It adds 1 to, for 1 unit, that's a Deliverance Brood Surge unit, adds 1, that made a charge this turn, they can add 1 to their wound rolls for that phase. So it's going to be adding into them. So we're going to go with 4 guys are going to attack into his Honor Guard back there. So we'll do them first. So it's 8 attacks here, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. These are going to be Strength 4, Toughness 4, wounding on 4s normally, but 3s because of Deliverance Brood Surge, because of the first to draw blood. Rolled 1 6, which is AP minus 4, and he's got 1 6 up and 3 3 ups. So 1 6 up save. No, fails that, so he is going to be dead. All right, so now the Rock Cutters are going to attack into Severin there. These are going to be 4 attacks between the 2 guys there with the Rock Cutters. These are going to be hitting on 4s because of the they got errated now to have -1 to hit, so they're going to be hitting on 4s. Okay, so it's going to be 2 hits. These are strength times 2, so it's going to be wounding on. These are going to be wounding on 2s. Oh, I'm going to spend a command point to reroll one of those into a 2. Thankfully, that's going to be AP minus 4. He's got a 4-up invul save. Oh no, he fails that. So that's going to be 2 damage. How much damage does he have? How many wounds does he have left? 1 second. All right, he's going to spend a command point to reroll. No, still takes it. So that's going to be 2 damage. So he's got 4 wounds left. So now, because of the rules for the Rock Cutter, any model that when it suffers damage, unsaved wounds from the Rock Cutter, you roll a d6. If I roll higher than his remaining wounds left, the model is instantly slain. So here we go. If I roll higher than a 5, Severin Loth is dead. No, he is not. So now the rest of the acolytes are going to fight into there. So we've got they've got 2 guys plus the leader are going to attack in here. So this is going to be 7 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. These are now going to be wounding on 3s because it's +1 to wound because of that stratagem. All right, getting 4 wounds. One of them's at AP minus 4, and 3 of them are at AP minus 1. So 1 4-up save. Nope, fails that one, and then 3 3-ups. Making all of those. So he's down another wound. And I've got the 3 cultist knife attacks over there. Because why not? Again, wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. And he's good. And now my Neophytes are going to try to chip some paint over here. So here we go. 12 attacks because the sergeant there has chainsword. Hitting on 4s. Not great. You scared me, apparently. So 2 hits, looking for 6s to wound. No wounds. And the Chimera is going to attack. No hits. All right, so now Loth is going to attack back, hitting on 2s. Getting 3 hits, wounding on 2s because he's got the Magister's Blade. -2, so that is just going to go straight through. All right, now Cullen the Risen is going to attack into my Chimera. -1 to hit because of massive Gnosis. So here goes, hitting on 3s. All hits.
Wounding on 2s.
Wounding on 2s. Getting 4 wounds.
16 damage.
4 -3, so that's going to be 6 up saves. Making 3 of them! So I take 4 damage! Woo! Alright, so that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn 2. I've lost 3 guys from this squad here, so 3 plus 2 is good. So that is it for the turn. We'll come back to you after movement phase for the Red Scorpions on turn 2. Alright, movement phase! His Centurion Devastator stood still. All of the characters in here stood still. So did all of the Intercessors. They all stood still. So did his Tactical Squad stayed still. Cullen the Risen has fallen back, and then the Rhino shot up over that way, and that is it for the movement phase. Oh, and he fell back out of combat there. If he had killed 1 less guy, I would have had him, but he didn't, so c'est la vie. All right, so that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, Severin Loth is going to Might of Heroes into his dude bro over here. Rolling a 6. Is 6 enough? It will go off on a 6, so I'm going to try to deny it with my Magos over here. Oh, with a 6, I need a 7. And now he's going to smite into these guys over here. Getting a 7, so 1 second. And I'm going to deny with my Patriarch. With a 7. Ooh, that would have... All right, D3 damage. 3 damage. All right, so the Centurion Devastators are going to fire the Grav Cannons into my Chimera and the Las Cannon and Missile Launchers into my Lehman Russ. So we're going to deal with the Missile no, these are the Grav Cannons first. Yeah. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling.
Thank God.
All right, much better. Strength 5.
Yep.
So these are going to be wounding on 5s.
Re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s. No. Alrighty, so it's going to be 3 at minus extra because of the...
no, it's not minus extra, it's extra damage.
Oh, extra damage.
-3 though.
Alright, so it's AP -3, but becomes D3 damage because he's got the 3 up save. So AP -3, looking for 6 up saves. Failed them all, so D3 damage apiece. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 damage. Still alive with 1 wound left. He's going to spend his last command point. And he's dead. Does it explode? No, it does not. And now the missile launchers. So it's going to be 3, 6, 7, 8 shots. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. All right, so that is going to be all but 2 hits. These are strength 8s, looking for 4s to wound. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4 wounds. 4 -2, so 4, 5 up serves. Making 1 of them, so 3 go through. D3 each. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He is dead. Does he explode? Oh, he does. I'm going to spend a command point because I don't feel like taking that. Okay. All right, so both squads of intercessors are going to fire into them. One guy can't actually see, so these are going to be hitting on 3s because the one's going to go into into those guys. All right. Re-rolling. All right, re-rolling because of the Chapter Master. Alrighty, pretty good. These are now strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound.
Re-rolling 1s.
Re-rolling 1s. Alright, so that is going to be 3 wounds. -3 at -2, so that's going to go straight through because they've got a 5 up save, so -2 goes straight through, but they have a 5 up feel no pain. Making 2 of those, so one of them takes a wound. And then the one guy shooting into my acolytes. That is a hit. Whoa! Throwing dice everywhere. That is a wound. -2 because it ignores cover. Is just going to go straight through and kill a guy. Now the Ancient's going to fire into these guys here. That's 1 hit. Re-rolling. 2 hits. 1 wound. 5 up save. He's good. Or 6 up save, but still, that's what I needed. All right, so now his apothecary is going to fire into these guys over here because he passed. I forgot to mention he successfully brought back one of the guys, so we can still do something this turn. That is a hit.
Wounding on a 3.
Wounding on a 3 because strength 5. No wound. Rerolling ones because of the lieutenant. That is a wound. AP -1, so looking for a 6 up. Yeah, with the 6 up. Woo! Now the 5 tactical squad guys are going to fire into my dude bros over there, hitting on 3s.
No rerolls.
No rerolls. Alrighty. Wounding on 3s because they're tough 3. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Looking for a 5 up saves. Nope, they're dead. And now the storm bolter from here is going to fire into my guys over here.
What do I add to it?
That is 2 hits.
Okay, no.
4 shots because it's in rapid fire.
Yeah, rapid.
It's an at-will spell for you?
That's 2 more hits and 2 more wounds. So it's going to be 4 saves. Make one of them. So now his lieutenant's going to shoot into my aberrants over there. 2 shots. He's in rapid fire range.
He's got Master Stalker.
Oh, he's got a stalker pattern bolt.
Yeah.
Sorry, my bad. So that's a hit. That is not a wound. And then the captain is going to fire into these guys. That is not a hit, but rerolling because of himself. That is a hit. Wounding on a 3. That is not a wound, but rerolling because of the lieutenant. All the rerolls. That is a wound. AP -1. Oh, -2. So they are just dead. All right, into the assault phase. His rhino's going to charge into my neophytes there. So we got the 2 flamers. Going to get 4 hits. These are going to be strength 4, looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. He's good with a save. 3 las guns and a las pistol on 6s. Getting 1 with a wound. And that is a save. And his charge distance is 6 inches. He is in. And his tactical squad is going to charge in 7-inch charge. Oh, they are way in. All right, the squad here is going to have start off here. The tactical squad 7 attacks into my neophytes here because they've got the combat blade, which is like a chainsword there. So hitting on 3s.
One of these was his.
One was his wound. So, all right, these are now going to be wounding on 3s. Getting 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. 5 ups. Making 1, so 1 guy's left. And the rhino's attacking, hitting on 6s. No, getting no hits. All right, my sergeant is going to have to attack into the rhino over here. Getting 1 hit. Not getting a wound. And then my other guy there into the tacticals. That is a hit. That is not a wound. All right, these guys now at the end of the turn have a leadership to take. Yeah, they are running. All right, that is it for the Red Scorpion's turn here on turn 2. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 3. These guys moved up over this way. These guys advanced up this way. Not very far, but they advanced enough to get up over this way. These guys stood still. They moved up closer over this way. He advanced up over this way to get between him and the Acolyte Icon Ward, and now and my Magos stood still. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. Psychic phase, he's going to cast Mass Hypnosis onto Cullen the Risen. Goes off with an 8, denying on an 8, because he gets +1 to denies. And he's going to cast Might from Beyond onto the Pure Strains over here. That does not go off with a 4. All right, these guys here are going to fire into the Centurions with their multi-lasers. So we got 6 shots here, hitting on 4s. Okie dokie, getting 1 hit. That is a wound, though.
2 up.
2 up save, failed it. He's going to fire his pistol into them. That is a hit. That is not a wound. All right, so that's it for shooting. That's all I got left to shoot. So we're going to go into the assault phase. These guys, my Pure Strains, are going to charge into his tactical squad over here. So Overwatch from the tactical squad. It's going to be 10 shots.
Yep.
All right, so that's going to be 1 hit. No wound. Their charge distance is going to be a 6-inch charge. Gets them in. All right, so now my aberrants over here are going to charge into his Ancient and his Intercessor squad on the ground over there. So the Intercessor squad on the ground, hitting on 6s, getting to reroll because of the Chapter Master. 1 hit. That is not a wound. And the Ancient, that's going to be no hits, rerolling. No, one hit. That is not a wound. Their charge distance.
Is it?
5 inches is in. The abominate is going to charge into the rhino over here. Getting 1 hit.
I'm just gonna shoot my sling. +1. So +1 sling.
That is not a wound. His charge distance is in. And now my aberrants are going to charge into the rhino over here. So oh no, can't overwatch. I forgot about that. All right, 7 inches will get him in. And now the patriarch's going to charge in over here just because he's in. All right, so I'm going to activate the pure strains. They consolidated into Cullen the Fallen over here, the Risen, the Risen. And now they're going to attack into the tactical squad here. There's 15 guys there, so they've got 4 attacks each. Hitting on 2s because of the patriarch being here, so it's going to be 60 attacks. Hitting on 2s.
You mean the Death Guard?
The Death Guard, yeah. Hitting on 2s, so we're going to do 20 at a time. Alrighty. Getting rid of those 1s. These are now strength 4 because I didn't get off Might from Beyond. So wounding on 4s, 6s are AP -4.
They're done.
Will they get don't they get a 6 up because of Dude Bro over there?
Yeah, 6 of them are paying.
Yeah, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 up, feel no pains.
They're dead.
They're dead, okay. All right, so now the Abominant is going to attack into the Rhino over here. So he's got 3 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. That's 3 hits with Phil faces, pretty good. These are going to be wounding on 3s because it's strength ×2 with his power sledgehammer. Strength 6, so strength 12 becomes wounding on. Oh no, strength 12. Yeah, strength 12, wounding on still 10. So that is going to be 2 wounds at AP -3. So 6s to save. Nope, fails both of them. D6 damage apiece. 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. And now the Patriarch's going to attack in here. 6 attacks hitting on 2s. All right. Wounding on strength 6, so wounding on 5s. But re-rolling failed wound rolls because of his monstrous rending claws. So getting 3 hits at AP -3, so 6 up saves. No, he is dead. Does he explode? Don't do it. Oh, you know what? All right, so it's Cullen is in range, and obviously all these guys are in range. So we're gonna do Cullen first. D3 mortal wounds. What is that? 1 mortal wound. 6 up. Feel no pain. No, he takes a wound. Then into these guys over here. Doing 2. Then we'll do the Abominate. He takes 3. 5 up. Feel no pain for him. Taking all 3. Into the Aberrants. 1. That's going to be 1. 5 up. Feel no pain. And they're good. And into the Patriarch. 1 damage. All right, so the Aberrants piled in consolidated because they could be activated this turn, moved up there, so they're an inch away from Cullen the Risen over here, staying out of combat with him. So now Cullen the Risen is going to attack into my Pure Strains over here. So he's got 5 attacks, hitting on 2s. So that is going to be 4 hits, wounding on 2s. Getting 4 wounds, 4, 5 up, invul saves. Making 1 of them, so 3 of them are dead. We got ahead of ourselves a little bit there, so now my Aberrants are going to attack in here. We're going to go with the 4 of them into his Ancient over here. So we've got 8 attacks from them into the Ancient. They're going to they have the power picks, so these are going to be the power pick attacks, and then they also get to make power rending claw attacks into him if he's still alive. So here we go. So 8 attacks. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, pretty good. These are going to be strength user, so strength 5, looking for 3s to wound. All right, so we got 3 wounds at AP -2. So 3, 4, 5 up saves. Failing all of them, so that's going to be D3 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. He's dead. Let's see if he rolls to punch back on a 6 or a 4 up. No, he doesn't get to. And now the 8 attacks into his intercessors over there. Hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Not great that time. So 2 go through. Failing both of those, so the first one, D3, is going to be a dead guy. Second one is 1 wound. And then 8 attacks with the rending claws. Clack, clack. Wow, not great on that. So it's 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. So that's 6 is AP -4, so that's just going to go straight through, kill that guy. And then we've got 1 other wound at AP -1. and he takes a wound. And now the intercessors are going to attack back. 7 attacks because the sergeant's still in there. Hitting on 3s, pretty good. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1, 2, rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. So 2 wounds there. These are going to be 5-up saves. Making 1, failing 1, 5-up, feel no pain. No, so 1 guy is dead. All right, so that is the end of the turn. End of the Genestealer Cult turn here. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the... oh, I forgot to tell you, I did score, at the beginning of my turn, I scored the point for him being there. So I got a point for that one. I didn't get it. Oh, I got a turn 2? No, I didn't get a turn 2. No, I didn't get a turn 2. I wasn't there at turn 2. So I just got the 1 point for the start of my turn, having my guy with the intel within 3 inches. So I've got 1 point. My opponent has 1 point for first blood. And now we will come back to you after movement phase for the Red Scorpions here on turn 3. All right, movement phase. Severin Loth moved up over this way. These guys got 1 guy brought back. The other guys stood still. They stood still. These guys fell back out of combat over there. He also fell back out of combat over there. And these guys dropped in out of deep strike. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. Come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, Severin Loth is going to start off by Valiant of Time into his Vanguard vets over here. Looking for a 6. Going off with a 7, I'm going to try to deny it. Get it with a 10. And then he's going to smite into my truck over there. Going off with a 6, I'm going to try to deny that. Not getting the denial on that one. Doing 2 damage. 6 up, Disgustingly Resilience. Making 1. My bad, it was disgusting, but it's actually rugged construction. All right, the chaplain is going to start us off in the shooting phase by shooting into my abominant over here. So he is going to be hitting on 3s, getting 3 hits, wounding on 5s. No wounds. And 5 shots from the veterans, both pistols, hitting on 3s, wounding on 5s. Getting, was cocked? All right, getting 1 wound. 5-up save. Makes it with a 5. Woo! Severin Loth is going to shoot his bolt pistol into my Pure Strains over there. That is not a hit. All right, so the 5-man intercessor squad here is going to fire into my aberrants down here. So 5 shots hitting on 3s. Rerolling because of the Chapter Master. Getting all hits. Strength 4, so looking for 4s to wound. Getting rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. Still just 1 wound there. 5-up is AP minus 2, right? So it goes through, but 5-up, feel no pain. No, failed that. And now the Chapter Master is going to shoot into them. That is a hit. That is not a wound. Lieutenant, same thing. 1. Hitting, rerolling because of the Chapter Master. No hit. And Apothecary Pistol because he successfully brought back the guy. That is a hit. Strength 5, so 3s to wound. No wound. All right, so now the Devastator squad here is going to shoot its missiles and the grav cannons into my aberrants, and he's going to fire the las cannon into the truck over here. So we're going to do the missiles first. So getting 3, 6, 7 shots. Hitting on 3s. All right, all hits. Strength 8, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be all wounds, so 7 wounds. All right, that's going to go straight through AP minus 2. So the first one is going to do 3 damage, right? Which becomes minus 1 becomes 2 damage. So 2 5-up, feel no pains. Making 1, failing 1, which kills the guy. Second one is going to do 1 damage. 5-up, feel no pain. He's good. Third one does 3 damage, which becomes 2 damage. Whoa. Failed 1. Failed the other. All right, fourth one. 1 damage. Failed it. Next one's doing 2, which becomes 1. Failed that, dead guy. This is the 6th one doing 1 damage. Failed that. And doing 1 damage. Failed that. And now the last cannon is shooting over here. Rerolling because of the Chapter Master. So that's going to be 2 hits. Wounding on 3s. Rerolling 1s because of the lieutenant. That is going to be 1 wound. AP minus 3 is going to go straight through, so D6 damage. Doing 1 damage, and it goes through. All All right, starting off the assault phase now. Loth is going to charge into my Acolyte Icon Ward. He is going to shoot him with his pistol. And he does hit him. And he doesn't wound him. His charge distance is way in. Vanguard vets are going to charge into my Patriarch over here. Not making it. And the Chaplain's going to charge into my Abominant. Not making it. All right, so now Loth is going to attack into my Acolyte Icon Ward here, hitting on 2s. Getting 2 hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Getting 2 wounds. All right, that's going to go straight through, so D3 wounds apiece. Getting 2, 3, 4, 5 wounds. So 5, 6 up, feel no pains. I need to make 2 of these or he is dead. So looking for 2 Dark Angels icons. Making 2, so he's still alive. Woo! All right, so I'm going to attack back here with my 4 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, 3 hits. These are going to be wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound, AP -1. He is good. All right, so leadership now. Those guys lost 4 guys this turn. 4 plus 3 is 7. They are good to go. So that is the end of turn 3. At the end of turn 3, we check to see how many. We each have 3 of our intel guys left on the board. So we each gained 3 points for that. So we're both tied at 4 points apiece at this point. So we'll come back to you after with movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here on turn 4. All right, movement phase for the Genestealer Cult here. I scored a point for starting off the turn over there. My Abominant moved, healed up 1 on his D3 there. These guys advanced over towards these guys. My Patriarch moved over there with them. My Magos advanced up this way, so he's within 18 inches of Cullen the Risen. My Aberrants moved up over this way. Abominant followed them. These Aberrants moved up over this way, and these guys over here stood still, as did he. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. We will come back to you with the shooting, psychic phase. All right, so I'm going to try to cast Mass Hypnosis onto Cullen the Risen over there. Does not go off with a 6. And he's going to cast Might from Beyond onto the Aberrants over there. Goes off with an 8. Denying. No, not denied. All right, my multi-lasers here are going to fire into his intercessor squad over there. So it's going to be 6 shots hitting on 4s. All right, really good there, actually. Wounding on 3s. Oh, not great there. 1. And he saves it. All right, so he's going to fire into that same squad. Twin autocannons looking for 6s because of being super wounded. Whoa, getting 1 hit. Wounding on a 2. That's, no, 3. That's a wound still. AP -1, so 3 up. Oh, good. And the stubber getting no hits. All right, into the assault phase. These guys are going to charge into his Vanguard vets and to his chaplain over there. So these are the Vanguard vets' shots of the pistols. Getting 1 hit. Getting no wound. And then Storm Bolter, basically. Getting no hits there. So their charge distance is totally in. All right, so now my Aberrants here are going to charge into his intercessors there. 3 shots. No hits there. Within 6 inches of the Chapter Master, still no hits there. Their charge distance is definitely in. And now the Abominants are going to charge into Cullen, even though I couldn't get off Mass Hypnosis. So the Heavy Flamer first. It's going to have 9 hits. Wounded on 3s. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 at AP -1. So we've got 7 6-up saves. Making none of those. And then we have 7 5-up, feel no pains. Making 1, 2, 3, 4 of those. So failing 3, that's 1.5 guys dead. And the assault cannon. Getting 2 hits. Getting 1 wound. Making the save. And the heavy bolter. Getting no hits there. They need a 5-inch charge to get in. Come on, boys, you can do this. Oh, just barely but in. And my Abominant's going to charge into the intercessors over there. He is in. All right, and he's going to charge into Severin Loth over here. That is not a hit. Charge distance is in. All right, so now my pure strains are going to activate. 4 of them are going to go into his chaplain, and the others are going to go into the dude bros over here. So we're going to go with the ones into the chaplain first. These are going to be 16 attacks, hitting on 2s because the patriarch's within 6 inches. All right, failed 1. These are going to be, did get might from beyond off, right? So they're going to be, actually that would have been more attacks onto there. So we'll figure these ones out and then we'll go back to another 4. These are going to be strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. All right. Yes. So -1, they're all going to be 4 ups because he's got a Rosarius. That's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 4-ups. Ooh, am I doing over here? Thanks. 9 4-ups. Failing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So he is going to be dead. And then the other 6 will have 5 attacks each because of Might from Beyond. So it's going to be 30 attacks into them. This is going to be 20 hitting on 2s. All right. Got a bunch of 1s there. These are now going to be wounding on 3s. Oh, no. These are going to be wounding on 4s because they didn't get Might from Beyond. The Hammer Bros got Might from Beyond. All right. So 3s to wound. So that's going to be 1, 2, 4s to wound. You're right. Thank you. So that's going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 at 8. Yep, 9 at AP minus whatever. So they're going to be 3-up invul saves.
I fail
1, 2, 3. So that's going to be 3 guys dead. Yeah. All right, and now comes the, that's 3 guys dead, so we got another 4 attacks because there's 24 attacks with the guys that were remaining there. So that's going to be another 4 hits. Another 2 wounds, 3-up saves. Oh, failed them both, dead. And now the Goliath is going to attack in there. That is a hit. That is a wound.
2 up.
2 we say. All right, so now my Hammer Bros are going to attack in here. So there's 7 guys left in that squad. They did get Might from Beyond, so it's going to be 3 attacks each. These are going to be hitting on 4s. This is 20, so I got to do 1 more attack. Each unmodified 6 counts as 2, so that's 3 that count for 2. So we'll move these ones over to there, hitting on 4s because of the fact that they are unwieldy. And then we've just got the 1 more hit roll, which happens to be a 6, so that counts as 2. The counting as 2 is because of the abominant being within 6 inches over there. So we've got a bunch of hits over here, so that's going to be 14 hits. These are going to be, strength becomes strength 6, so it's going to be strength 12 with the hammer there. So this is going to be wounding on 3s. All right. So that is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 4-up invul saves. Failing 1, 2, 3. So those are going to be 9 damage right there. So that 9 damage, he's got 9 6-up, feel no pains. Failed all of them, so he's down to 1 wound. And now my other aberrants are going to attack into his intercessors there. 6 attacks with the picks. Hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, getting 1 wound, AP minus 2. Failed at, so that's 1 good guy. And then 6 claw attacks, hitting on 3s, wounding on 3s, getting 4 wounds. 1 of them is at AP minus 4, so that's going to be a wound that's going to go straight through. And then we've got 3 AP minus 1, so 4-ups. Failing 2 more of them, so that's going to be 1 guy left with 1 wound. And now my Abominant gets to attack in. So that is going to be 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds, AP minus 3. 6 ups. Makes 1, fails 1, so he's just going to be dead. And now he gets to attack back. He's hitting on 4s now because of being wounded. So that's going to be 1 hit. No wound. And then Severin Loth over here is going to attack in. That is 2 hits. Strength what? Strength 6, so looking for 4s to wound. Failing both of them. All right, so that was the end of the Genestealer Cult turn there. That went about as well as I could have ever hoped. So we will come back to you after movement phase for the Red Scorpions here on turn 4. All right, movement. He stayed right there. Or he moved, sorry, he's the only one that moved. He moved back, fell out of combat his 3 inches. He stayed in combat, everyone else stayed where they were up there. So that is it for the movement phase. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right, Smite. Goes off with a 7. I'm going to try to deny that. And deny it with an 8. He's going to cast Might of Heroes on himself with a 9. I'm going to try to deny that. And I do with a 12. Wow. All right, so that's it for the psychic phase. Into the shooting phase. The Devastators here are going to fire everything into my Hammer Bros. So we're going to start with the missiles. So that is going to be 3, 6, 7. Is that 7 attacks? Hitting on 3s, re-rolling because of the Chapter Master. That is all hits. Strength 8, so looking for 2s to wounds. Getting all wounds there. So that's going to be 7 wounds. Now we have to do this one at a time. So that's 2 wounds becomes 1 wound. Fail that, so that's 1 guy that is dead. The second one is doing 3 wounds becomes 2 wounds. Makes 1, so he's still alive. Now the third one is going to do 2 wounds becomes 1 wound. Failed that, dead guy. And into the next one, that's going to be 3 into 2. Make 1 of those. Next one is doing 1 wound. Failed that one. Into the next one. 1 wound. Say not saved. And the last one, 3 becomes 2. And I failed both of those. Now the grav cannons. Re-rolling. All right, strength 5, so looking for 3s to wound. Re-roll that 1. So that's going to be 5 wounds. 5 minus 3 are going to go straight through, so 5 up, feel no pains. Failed all of them, oof. And the last cannons. So that is going to be 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. So those are going to go straight through, so there's 1 guy left with 1 wound, so it's going to be 5. He needs to make all of these. No, he doesn't. All right, Intercessor Squad's going to fire into the guys with the picks. Re-rolling because of the Chapter Master, thankfully. All right, so that's going to be 3 hits. We got 4s. Getting re-rolling 1s because of the Lieutenant, so getting 1 wound, 6 up save. He's good. Sorry, that would have been the feel no pain because the AP minus 2 would have gone straight through. All right, so now the Captain or Chapter Master is going to shoot, re-rolling because of himself. That is a hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. And now the Absolver Bolt Pistol. That is a hit. That is a wound. That is not a save. Feel no pain. Yeah, he good. And now the Lieutenant's going to fire. That is a hit. Whoop. That is a wound. That is not a save. All right, so now his Intercessors here are going to charge into my 2 guys over there. And the 2 guys and the Abomination. I meant the 2 units, but whatever. You know me. Here comes their charge distance. I got nothing to shoot with. They need that is going to get them in. Sergeant. All right, so they are in. 2 guys, including the Lieutenant, Sergeant, is going to attack into my Abominant. And then 3 guys are going to attack into my Aberrant. So we're going to go with the ones into the Abominant here. 5 attacks, hitting on 3s. All right, so that's going to be 3 hits. These are going to be wounding. He's toughness more than 4, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting no wounds. And now the 3 guys, 6 attacks into the Aberrants over there. That is 3 hits. Wounding on 4s. Getting 1 wound. 5 up save. Makes it. And now Loth gets to attack into my truck over there. Getting 2 hits. Not getting any wound. All right, so now my Aberrants are going to attack back over here. So 2 attacks each, hitting on 3s. That is 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds at AP minus 2, so 2 5-up saves. Makes 1, fails 1, D3 damage. 2 damage, that's a dead guy. And then their claw attacks, hitting on 3s. Wounding on 3s. Oh, that's 6 counted as an extra attack hit. So that is going to be 2 wounds at 6s, so AP -4. That's just going to be a dead guy. And the Abominate's going to attack in 3 attacks, hitting on 3s. That is going to be 2 hits because of the 6, but the other 2 were misses. These are going to be wounding on 2s. That is going to be 1 wound at AP -3, so 6 up save. Oh, 6 up save. Nope, so that's going to be at least 3 damage, so that's going to be another dead guy. You do get a feel no pain on this, I forgot, so here's going to be D6 damage. So it's going to be 3 damage because it's at minimum of 3. So no, he is going to be dead. And then we've got 2 for the other guy. Nope, and then on the other guy, no. All right, so at the end here, he does have to take a leadership test on a 6. Nope, he's good to go. So that is the end of turn 4. We both got 3 points for having our 3 guys with the points in them still. So we are going to now move on to the beginning of the Genestealer Cult turn. I'm within there, so I get another point there, bringing me up to 9 points total to my opponent's 7. So then we will come back to you after movement phase. Movement phase for the Genestealer Cult. These guys are going to stay in combat. He's going to start. They're going to stay in combat. They're going to stay still. He's going to stay in combat. They're going to stay in combat. He advanced up over there. These guys advanced up over this way, not very far. They moved. They both actually stood still where they were. So that is going to be it for the movement phase for Genestealer Cult. We'll come back to you with the psychic phase. All right. So he is going to cast Smite into Severin Loth there, getting it off with a 9. Trying to deny. No, not denied. D3 mortal wounds. 1 mortal wound. And then he's going to smite into them, going off with an 8.
We're supposed to be tracking these caves.
Not denied, so D3 mortal wounds.
Finding out.
2 mortal wounds. All right, these guys are going to shoot their multi-lasers into the Devastator squad up there. So we've got 6 attacks, 6 shots from them, hitting on 4s. Okay, getting 2 hits, wounding on 3s. Getting 1 wound. Saved. All right, that's it for shooting. So into assault phase, my Patriarch's going to charge into his big bro over there. So he is going to fire his Overwatch. He's beyond heavy flamer range, so this is going to be the twin assault cannon first. Getting 6s, getting 1 hit. Looking for a 3 to wound.
Which one's to my right?
That is a wound, AP -1. That is not a save. So he's going to take a wound there, and then his we've got the heavy bolter. He's out of range for the heavy flamer, so that's nothing there. So his charge distance is not in. All right, so now my pure strains are going to charge into Severin Loth over there.
Dang it.
7 inches should get them in. All right, so we start off the fight phase with the pure strains there. This is the first 20 attacks, hitting on 2s because the Patriarch is there. So that is going to be this many hits, wounding on 4s. All right. He's got a 4-up invul save, so he's going to be, regardless of the 6s, he's going to have 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10 saves, 4-up saves.
He's done.
He is dead. And now the Abominate's going to attack in there. So 3 attacks, hitting on 3s, that's 2 hits, wounding on 2s. That is 2 wounds, AP -3. He is dead. And that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn here on turn 5. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for the Red Scorpions on turn 5. All right, movement phase for the Red Scorpions. He moved up over here, and everyone else stayed where they were, and that is going to be it. So we will come back to you with the shooting phase because his psyker is dead. All right, so starting off, he is going to fire his heavy bolters into my aberrants, and he's going to fire his heavy flamers and the twin assault cannon into my pure strains over here. So we're going to go with the heavy flamer first, getting 11 hits. All right, looking for 3s to wound, getting, what is that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 wounds. All right, so we have 5-up invul saves, making 1, 2 of those. And then we have 5 6-up feel no pains from the banner, making none of those. 5 dead. And the twin assault cannon, hitting it on 4s, re-rolling because of, or hitting on 5s, right? Re-rolling 1, 2s, and 3s because of being heavy. Wow, but that's how you do that. All right, looking for 3s to wound. Getting 6 wounds there. 6 5-up invul saves. Making none of those. 6-up feel no pains. Making none of those. They're dead. And the heavy bolter going into those guys.
Hitting on
5s because he moved. Rerolls 1, 2, and 3s. Reroll 1, 2s, and 3s. No hits. All right, so the Devastator squad is now going to fire the missiles into my aberrants and everything else into my truck here. So we're going to go with the las cannons first. That is going to be 1 hit rerolling because of the Chapter Master. Nope, 1 hit, wounding on a 3. That is a wound. AP -3, so that's going to go straight through. Doing 1 damage. Here we go. 1 6-up. That's what I need. No, so close, but he is dead. Does he explode? Don't do it. Don't you do it. Yes! I asked you not to, so kindly. All right, so he does D3 damage to him, and him. So he's going to be dead. Because he has a feel no pain as well. That's right. I've got a feel no pain. So here we go. D3 for my guy. 1 6-up. Feel no pain. No, he is dead. Which is actually Slay the Warlord. D3 onto my Patriarch. 1 damage onto him. And then onto Brayarth. Not Brayarth. I keep saying Brayarth because we're talking about him. No, onto Cullen the Risen. He's doing 3. 6-ups. No, he is dead. Does he explode?
He explodes on like a 5.
Probably.
Or something.
All right, he explodes on a 5. No, he doesn't explode. And now the missile launchers. D3 shots each. So it's 2, 3, 4 shots. These are going to be hitting on 3s. All right, re-rolling. Getting 4 hits. These are now going to be wounding on 2s. That's 4 wounds. So -2, so it's going to go straight through. So 1 at a time. 2 becomes 1. Nope, that goes through. Next one. 2 becomes 1. Nope, that goes through. Dead guy. Next one. 1. Nope. And the next one is 2 becomes 1. No, so that's I'm dead.
Oh, Captain.
All right, so now the captain is now going to shoot into my abominant. That is a hit.
6 D3.
That is not a wound. Into the lieutenant now. That's a hit. Not a wound, but rerolling 1s because of himself. 4 is not a wound. And the Absolver pistol. That is a hit. 4s or something. No, not a wound there. All right, so that is the end of turn 5. We will now see if it goes on to a turn 6. On a 3-up. Oh, it does. We'll come back to you with the movement phase for the Genestealer Cult. All right, movement phase. He stood still. He moved up over to here. My Patriarch advanced up over to there. My Abominant moved over there. And these guys stood where they are. So that is going to be it for the movement phase. I did score 1 point for having a guy within range there for at the beginning of my turn. So that got me up to 12 points. My opponent's at 11 points. This is a real close game. So we'll come back to you at the psychic phase. So starting off, my guy here is going to smite into his Centurions. Getting it with a 7, so D3 mortal wounds. That is 2 mortal wounds. And then he's going to smite, so looking for 6. Getting it with 8, so D3 mortal wounds. 2 mortal wounds. 6 I feel no pain on because it went onto his thing, so onto his captain. No, so he takes the wounds. Shooting phase, these guys are going to fire into his Centurions up there. 6 shots, hitting on 4s. Alrighty, 2 hits. That is 2 wounds. 1 save. And now this guy's going to shoot into him. 6s. Getting nothing on the twin autocannon. Nothing on the heavy stubber. All right, assault phase. My Patriarch's going to charge into both the captain and the lieutenant.
Lots of whip.
Overwatch, nope. Reroll. That is a hit. 5. That is a wound. 5-up invul save. No, fails that, so he takes a wound. And then the lieutenant.
Oh wait, that's 2 damage.
2 damage. All right, so he actually took 2 damage there. So now we've got the lieutenant. Not a hit, reroll. That is a hit. Stop it.
Can he do it?
Wounded on a 5.
No.
No wound. Reroll the 1 because of himself. No wound. His charge, this is his way in. All right, so I'm going to put 4 of my attacks now into the captain, 3 into the lieutenant. So we're going to do the 4 into the captain, hitting on 2s. That is 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. That is going to be 2 wounds. 6 is actually, 1 second. Rerolling wounds first off. So that's going to be 2 6s and 2 5s. So that means something. I forgot to look. All right, so the 6s actually mean 3 damage straight and AP -6, but he's got a 4-up invul save. Makes 1, fails 1, so he takes 3 damage, and then he's got 3 feel no pains, so he takes 2 more damage. And the other 2 fails 1, so it's D3 damage here. 1 damage. And then the 2 attacks into the lieutenant. 2 hits. Rerolling because of his claws, so that is going to be 2 wounds. -3. Fails both of them. D3 damage apiece. 6 damage. Ooh, where were those? All right, so he had Iron Resolve as his Warlord trait. That's why he had 7 wounds total there. So he's down to his guy's down to 2 wounds left, and he's going to be attacking me back. All right, so here comes his attacks here, hitting on 2s. No need to re-roll. Strength 6, so looking for 4s to wound. Oh no, 3s to wound. See if it makes a difference. It doesn't.
No.
So that's going to be 5 wounds there.
-5.
5 at -5, so we've got 5-up invul saves. I need to make all of these. I make none of these. All right, so that is it for the Genestealer Cult turn here. So we will come back to you with after movement phase for the Red Scorpions. All right, movement phase. These 2 guys moved over here, and then they stayed still where they were. He also got healed. So now we're going to move into the shooting phase. What are we going to start with?
He's going to shoot into him.
He's going to shoot into him. So we've got 1 shot hitting on a 3 because he moved, re-rolling 1s. That is not a hit. And the Absolver Bolt Pistol hitting on a 3. No hit. Re-rolling because of the Chapter Master is not a hit. And now the Centurion's going to fire las cannons and missile launchers into my Abominant, and then he's going to fire the grav cannon into this guy here. So what are we going to do first? Missile launchers first. So getting 4 shots here. Hitting on 3s. Re-rolling. So that's going to be 4 hits. Wounding on 3s. Getting 3 wounds. All right, that's going to go straight through. So looking for the damage here, it's going to do 1, 2, which becomes 1, and 2, which becomes 1. So that's 3 wounds. 5 up, feel no pain. Makes 2 of them, takes 1 wound. And the last cannons, hitting on 3s, re-rolling. That is 2 hits, wounding on 3s. That is 2 wounds. So it's going to go straight through. So that's going to be 5, 6, 7, 8 wounds. -2, so it becomes 6 total. So looking for 5 up, feel no pains. Making 1, 2, 3, down to 1 wound. And now the grav cannon is going to fire into here. That's going to re-rolling. Getting 3 hits. Strength 5, so looking for 5s to wound. Getting 1 wound. AP -3, so that's going to go straight through. So it's just a 6-up, ignoring wounds because of rugged construction. And I don't make it, so he's dead. Does he explode? He does not. All right, in the assault phase, he's going to charge. His captain's going to charge into my guy over there.
As you run in there.
So that is going to get him in. And the captain's going to attack in here. 5 attacks. Re-rolling because of himself. All right, that is going to be 5 hits. Strength 6, so looking for 3s to wound. Getting all 1, 2, 3 wounds.
1 damage each.
1 damage each, so that's 4. They're going to go right through AP. Yeah, AP enough to go through. So 4 5-up saves. I need to make all of these. Or feel no pain. So 4 5-up, ignoring wounds. Come on. All of them. Do it. Do it. Do it. Oh, close. Oh. So freaking close. Oh. All right, so that is it for the turn here. So now we're going to roll to see if it goes on again. It does go on. Turn 7. Craziness. Movement phase for the Genestealer Cult. My Magos is being brave and moving up over this way. These guys shuffled over this way. And that is going to be it for the movement phase, because that's all I got. So we'll come back to you with the psychic phase. Psychic phase, into his captain there. Gonna smite. Looking for a 5. Getting it. D3 mortal wounds. 3 mortal wounds. Oh, he's got the 6-up feeling pains. Not making any of them down to 1 wound. All right, so now we got the multi-lasers into the shooting phase. We're going to have the 1 here shooting into his captain because he's closer. Hitting on 5s because I moved. Getting no hits. And now he's going to fire his multi-laser into the Centurions. 5s hit, no hits. Pistol into his captain there. That is a hit. That is not a wound. Charge face, he's charging in there. Overwatch, he hits. He doesn't wound. His charge distance is totally in. All right, so my Magos is going to attack with his 3 attacks. Hitting on 3s. 3 hits. Wounding on 3s. 1 wound. AP -1. Oh, and he makes the save. That is not great for me. And his captain's going to attack back. All right, that is all hits. Strength 6, so wounding on 2s. Yep, 2s. Yeah, he is dead. 4 wounds. 4 wounds? 4 wounds. 4 wounds, he's dead. Oh, so that's going to be the game. That is the game, because at the end of the game, at the end of this turn, my opponent will get 2 points. You'll get the 2 points. Well, I mean, it doesn't make it. I don't even think this one makes a difference if you table. Yeah, they changed it because it doesn't. So, yeah, my opponent is going to get 2 points at the end of the turn for his 2 guys that are still alive. I'm going to get no more, so it's going to be a score of 15 to 14. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I've got 2 armored sentinels left. He's got his captain on 1 wound left, his apothecary, and then his 2 centurions left. That was ridiculous. That was a ton of fun. That flopped back and forth so many times. The dice hated me at times. The dice loved me at times. The dice hated him at times. The dice loved me at times. That was a ton of fun. I really enjoyed this game. That was a really fun game. So, oh man, great stuff. Awesome time. And the new mission was a lot of fun. I really liked that idea, because you had to figure out, if you had the 3 guys that he kept back, was a lot simpler for him. But my characters, I wanted to get them up into combat, because that's how they were gonna do well in the battle anyway. And I needed to get them up there, so I had to risk losing them to that awfulness. And they did. Is what happened. So yeah, that was a ton of fun. A really great time. So I hope you guys have all enjoyed it. I certainly have. I have been Phil the Glacial Geek as always. My opponent's been Brandon, and until next time, have fun.